Oh my goodness, this nigga's still talking.
Yo. Yo. What's up, man? Man, this episode, it might get flagged, man. It might be flagged for abuse. But we here, man. We are here. We are present. How are y'all niggas, man? How are thou niggas? Hmm? Thy been good? Hmm? Did I use that right? Who knows? Who knows? I don't. I don't. I sure as hell don't. Not me. But yeah. Um, it's been a second. Like I don't know exactly the second, but we might have a surprise.
Brendan,
Oh,
you're
whoa,
not fat.
whoa,
It's
whoa,
the
whoa,
shirt.
whoa, 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 whoa. Wait a minute. Did y'all hear that? This nigga said you're not fat. It's the shirt. Nah, nigga. You're most likely fat. What are you talking about? It's the shirt. Damn it. Now I want to. I paused the joint, but now I actually want to see because I didn't really get to see if this nigga was fat. Nope. But we might have a special guest on the podcast. I'm asking if he wants to join. It's his choice. He might be asleep, honestly. I don't know. Well, he actually, it depends when he went to sleep yesterday. He had to work a double, and his doubles are already like, or his regular ones are already like from like 4 a.m. to 2 p.m. Damn near 12 hours. I had to drink some water real quick. Stay hydrated, folks. It's getting hot out here, man. It's getting hot. Gas prices are going up. Rent is as high as it's ever been, to over $2,000. I think for the first time in like ever. Is might have been what that report said. That's just getting wild. My rent increasing for this next year, which honestly it makes sense. But she didn't raise it by that much. So definitely thankful for that. But yeah, man. And I don't know. Deshaun Watson met with at least 66 women for massages in 17 months. This nigga's fucking insane. Let's do the math real quick. Because the worst part about it, as a sports nigga, you already get like me personally. I'm gonna have 7 max. One for each day of the week. That sounds terrible. But 66 divided by 7. He was having like 4, basically a woman a week each month. He's having 3 to 4 women each month on average. Like this nigga was like that, closer to 4 than 3. It was like 3.88. All right, closer to 4 than 3. God damn. And those are the women that reported it on the fucking shit. Those not. Oh my gosh, the comment said the Browns have had at least 66 quarterbacks and have never received a happy ending. Watson putting up prime woke numbers. Hey yo, if you know, you know. Fucking Otto Porter Jr. on the Warriors, man. On the low key. I wonder if anybody is Otto Porter related to Wilt. He was rumored. I didn't even know he was rumored. There's a kid and his grandpa. Only related to. However, their family background does not match. Otto and Wilt are only related to the same profession. They seem to look alike, which made his fans speculate about their relationship. Nah, like I won't lie, that nigga looked like Wilt 2.0, or not really 2.0, but 1.8. I don't know. Well, Porter was born to supportive family. Now I gotta know how Otto Porter Sr. looked like. I'm sorry, this is not what this podcast is supposed to be. But if I can find Otto Porter Otto Porter Sr. Otto Porter Jr. doesn't see the resemblance to Lionel Richie. I mean, I kind of see it, but I don't really care about that nigga. I want to see Otto Porter Sr. Yeah, no, can't find it. Latest in Bollywood, Otto Porter. Wait, no way. All right, wait. Where this nigga from? For him to be on on latest to Bollywood website. What? Let me see you. It just says he's American. Well, they said he was an American professional football player. So these niggas, how you gonna have pictures with him with a basketball and call him a professional football player? Jeez, yeah, no, these niggas are ass. But yeah, how y'all niggas been? Oof, I already asked that. But man, did y'all niggas see that game? Celtics versus Warriors game 4. Dog. I was watching it with a friend, with a couple of friends. As per usual, everybody. I think I mentioned it last time. Look, if you say the Warriors are winning at 6 or 7, that's fine. Because 7, because I feel as though when niggas say 6, 7 is always a push. Like there can always be something. For example, game 4, bruh. We were about to go up 3-1 on them niggas, bruh. And then Curry's going off the entire game. We about to steal it. And then out of fucking nowhere, our offense goes back to the same fucking offense that it was back then. They didn't run any HBO/handoffs with Al Horford out there or nothing. They just had him spot up the entire time. And I'm like, look, he can hit it. He's shooting 40%. But like, you don't want to count on that only. You don't want to just count on being able to hit difficult shots with Jason Tatum or Jaylen Brown. You don't want to just force possessions, and that's what it felt like they were doing at the end, and it was just unnecessary. But and then at the end, Steve Kerr, every time there's gonna be a timeout, he's taking Draymond out, and then he puts Draymond back in for defense. They didn't even call a timeout. The Celtics called the timeout, and they let him put Draymond back in. Dog. And this is what I thought was so dumb, bruh. Because the fact that I don't know, maybe he didn't notice what was getting done until it was already too late. But like, you let them run it last time when it was against the Nets with their smallish lineup, right? I think Nick Claxton was in. It was game 1, and then that's when Tatum did the little like turning layup shit. After I think Jaylen Brown drove, passed to the Smart passed it to a cutting Tatum. I think KD was actually supposed to slide, but he didn't. So Kyrie tried to slide, could not. Game. And I'm like, that's basically what y'all could have fucking done again. But it was just like, I don't know, man. But it gave me faith for what could happen in game 5. We've always been better away. And we also never lost more than a game in a row. The only thing is that I don't know. I don't know if I can see the Warriors losing on their home court either. I think they have a ridiculous home record as well. So it's like this game 5 is a push. I don't even know after that. We messed up a prime opportunity with that. I'm still Celtics in 6. That's essentially impossible unless we win the next 2 straight. But Hey man, I just want a good series, like usual. That's really all I'm ever here for. A good series, you know? Guess another thing to talk about is my weight, man, and fitness and all that. Yeah, I told I've been kind of like transparent about me like being fat. I'm pretty sure, or at least needing to go to the gym and whatnot. I've been going to the gym pretty. I get well. I think in like end of July, technically, end of July is when I first started going. Around it was like around finals for my summer classes last year that I started going to the gym. I didn't start like being super serious about it until like first week of September though. And I am hoping that by that time I will I don't even say serious, but like more I took it more seriously than July anyways. But by that time hopefully I'm thinking that like I'm gonna be able to like maybe not have super clear abs, but you know, when I'm feeling when I got a pump in certain lightings right after I did some crunches and shit, I hope that it can be seen. You feel me? I don't think I've ever been like honest about my weight with a lot of people. I'm honest about where I was. So I want to say, because this is how it all started in early 2020, not early, well, March, like basically when it happened. I feel like everybody was on this wave too, because I saw my roommate at the time. He was also doing daily run or running outside and shit, running a mile. And during that time, me and my sister would run outside. Well, mostly me running, her jogging or walking, whatever. And then we'd go to the elementary school near us. I'd practice pull-ups on the monkey bars or whatnot. Then I ended up getting my own pull-up bar. And from that time, and I kept doing it until like June, like late June. And my weight had fallen to 230, but it wasn't like I had like muscle. It was just like two high 230s. Um at that point, I want to say I was in like mid to high to full, more high on the higher side because I was still playing basketball every now and then when I was in school and everything. So I was still like somewhat active. It wasn't like terrible. So I was in the mid like 240, high 240s, hitting 250. I started trading in July of 2020. Things was going well, and then during earnings, I hit the rough patch. That set me back. That kind of flew into my little depression that I had. Some other stuff ended up happening. Went to Washington. That was fun for a while. Um, but on it, and then when I came back from Washington, school started, and I just could not like, I couldn't shake it off. So I went again in a little depression all the way. I want to say started exiting it around May. Um, I honestly, it might have just been that it was getting colder, and I couldn't really just go out and do the runs that I was used to doing. People were getting more and more busy as school was starting, so wasn't really playing basketball as much either. Because I would play with a few friends sometimes during like the later COVID months. Not like never playing fives or nothing, just like 3v3s max. Maybe two, probably 2v2s, honestly, mostly. So it was never like a large amount of people. We never had like a gathering in that sense. But yeah, no, it was just, yeah, like I did that during, I want to say I was starting to come, oh, also the injury that I sustained around like that period. I got like my first real ankle injury where it's like I knew I couldn't play. So I had to take like a 3, 4 month break, doing trying like convincing myself to do fucking rehab stuff that I wouldn't usually do. At that point, I'd already known about the knees over toes guy and like other fitness YouTubers and everything, just because like the late nights where you just watching fitness YouTube. I know everybody be doing that sometimes. What? Not me. Anthony Davis hasn't shot at basketball since April 2022. Hey, this is a Chris Schmoo video. Y'all trying to get Schmovie?
This is a funny one.
He always got
Anthony
that shit.
Davis. In a video that was posted online, he reveals that he has not shot a basketball since April 5th. Basically, since the Lakers did not qualify for
the
the
playoffs. That's terrible.
Because the new head coach, he talks
because he
about
can't
how
shoot.
important Anthony Davis is to their success. That he is
because this nigga was shooting 19%, I think, from three or 20 something.
Have a good season last season. He was injured, and even when he was
Giannis
wasn't as consistent as we're used to seeing him.
Oh, okay. Well, that was a dunk one.
Forward.
But
Davis did not have a good season last season. He was injured, and even when he was playing, he wasn't as.
Oh no, I think he dunked it down, and then it just bounced off the floor. It looked like Giannis about to almost finish that nigga.
In decline. At one point last
I don't know if I would
season,
say he's
Davis
in
was
decline.
16%.
Oh,
from the
16% from three. So
to
it probably
hear after
did
all
become
this time,
19.
we're basically in mid-June that he hasn't even taken a jump shot.
Yeah, no, that is kind of
In a couple
ridiculous.
months. That's got to be concerning. This could be another rough season for the Lakers. If he's not taking this serious, if he comes in the training,
if he's going,
if
he's not taking it serious, then yeah, nah. If he's not taking this shit serious, bro, Lakers might be fucked, or they're gonna have to run him at center, and they might still be fucked because this nigga obviously cannot stay healthy at center. Like I won't lie, that's ridiculous, nigga. Haven't shot a basketball since April. God damn. That's no, like, dude. Well, okay, wait. It is June, but it's also your job, nigga. Like, I'm saying April. It's only June. And he said it was like April 5th. But like, god damn, like, no way you don't think that's like off-putting. Like, there's no way, like, LeBron's going even a month without shooting at least once. Maybe he means like seriously, like practice shooting or something like that. But if not, that's not a good look, Bucko. It is not a good look at all. Lakers might be in it. There isn't much I can say about the Darvin Ham hire. He was in Milwaukee, and I feel as though at this point everybody knows how I love Milwaukee. Honestly, I'm a little bit of a fan for the small markets. Like obviously my team is going to be the Celtics, and they're like a major market and whatnot. But I'll always root for like the smaller markets. I enjoy those. I enjoy them winning. Phoenix is not a small market, or that's like a mid-tier market, but they're not small. But yeah, but let's continue this Chris New video. Nigga, a break. Like I said, we don't know exactly what he means by haven't taken a jump shot. And sometimes getting away from something can help you mentally. Like, honestly, people were saying my jump shot got better. Recently when I started playing, I was doing intramurals like last month. Funny thing, I actually re-injured my ankle because someone landed on me it was like the playoff game too. Oh my gosh. It was our playoff game. I was playing. I went up to so literally there's this one Asian guy and he kept on beating. I don't understand how he was beating niggas off the dribble. Because it wasn't like he was doing any dribble. He was just like fast, but it was predictively fast in the sense where it's like he's gonna drive. He wasn't going to switch or nothing. He's going to drive the same way, and he's going to try and draw a foul every time. So I went straight up, not even going for the block, because I already knew this nigga because the refs we were getting hacked, and we didn't get a single whistle blown. So we weren't even touching them half the time, and they were getting whistles. It was fucking ridiculous. Even the other team was saying, yeah, I don't know what's wrong with these niggas. They were So I went straight up. I just jumped. This nigga obviously trying to draw the foul, fucking does the little moving his arm around and all that bullshit. my arms are straight up, so I know I'm not fucking. He's not gonna get it. But he lands. But because he's doing all that bullshit, he lands straight on my leg on my way down, and my leg doesn't even have. And because he's like landing on it, my leg isn't able to like. I'm not able to land on my foot. I end up landing on the side, and for a good period of time, I could not like fucking move. After that, I was all like, okay. I took a little break on the bench. One of our key players ends up fouling out, and I think I go in right after that because I'm like, I already know how injured I am, and I even tell niggas before I get off the bench, I'm like, look, at this point, I already know I have no lift, and I'll be playing off adrenaline. My defense is on instinct, anyways, rather than like I'd be processing defense on instinct, anyways, so I can get that. But yeah, nah. And the fact that we were able to bring the score close with how fucking bullshit the calls were, and I'm like, the worst thing for niggas to do, bro, I think, is that if the ref is making bad calls to her, is to literally attack the ref. I don't understand when niggas do that. Like, I get it, it was a bad call. Like, you can say what the fuck for a second and everything. But like to continuously say shit to the ref, knowing damn well that you're probably just gonna get them madder, because these aren't real refs or nothing. These not old folk. These are college students just fucking working at the rack or some shit, or working for intramurals. They don't give a fuck. They just as petty as us. Our niggas are stupid, man. Like, no offense to my teammates, but I was saying on the bench, I was like, dog, shut up. It's not gonna make it any better. We're also missing the shots that are open. We're also doing stupid things with the ball. So it's not like we can sit here and be like we're doing all the right things and it's only the ref's fault. And that's the shit that be getting me sick a little bit. Because keep in mind, I don't even play intramural like that. That was my second time ever playing intramurals. First time I played intramurals, I didn't even get playtime, and that got me heated, so I didn't even want to go back. And I didn't get playtime because niggas out there were better than me. That's all I'm gonna say. I did not get. It wasn't because there was people who were superior to me on the floor. If there's niggas that are better than me on the floor and I'm not getting playtime, I don't give a fuck. That's fine. But if there are niggas, especially at that point, nah, nigga, I'll talk my shit. Like when look, I'm one of those niggas. I will admit when someone is better than me at something. But if you are not, you better shut the fuck up, bro. If you're not like that, you better shut the fuck up. I'm straight like that for real. So let's continue with this AD video. Chris move.
A lot of people, the reaction to this has been pretty funny. So we got to hear from Laker fans. Are you worried about Anthony Davis?
Hey, yo, Laker fans, you worried?
Work in the off season, because this is something that true star players do. From season to season in the off season, that's when you put in the most work.
That's a fact.
You're trying to get better. You're trying to add to your game. And
that's a fact. That's a fact.
He doesn't appear to be.
He already got his ring. He got his ring. Give me LeBron out there like, give me your ring. Now don't even say nothing. You've been injured all year. Give me your ring. You not hooping. Give me your ring.
It's like Michael Jordan. One of the reasons why Jordan became the GOAT is because he was just obsessed with basketball. Every season he would come back.
Dog, this can't even be this year's Laker highlights that this nigga's put on there, because this AD actually doing good shit.
Would never take
I'm telling you, like this, he was not catching lobs like that this season. I don't know, maybe the season before.
But for Anthony,
no, that was Danny Green that threw him the lob. So yeah, nah.
Healthy, so maybe he needs
he's really doing 2020 season. Dog, I will say, Laker fans are fucking wild, bro. Y'all niggas really pushed Danny Green out. Like, y'all niggas got mad for him for not being like a knockdown shooter, but he was giving y'all crazy defense. And when he was hitting, like he was, oh my gosh, when Danny Green was, I remember the first game of that season, bro, against the fucking Clippers. I'm pretty sure the Clippers won, but Danny Green dropped 28 points. I think AD didn't. Oh my gosh, bro, that shit was ridiculous. Danny Green was about to save y'all season.
To rest those bones, to get that body right.
That's what I'm saying. If he's,
to get that to rest those couple of months. So maybe we know that he needs to stay right back in the lab. But for Anthony Davis, we know that he needs to stay healthy. So
that's what
maybe
I'm saying.
He needs a couple of months.
That's what I'm saying.
Rest those bones.
Not even rest. I think to just basically do like mobility stuff. Do the because I know for example, I know LeBron be doing a lot of the what you call it. Be doing band stuff too. And the thing about bands is that it helps more with mobility and just stability and recovery in that sense because it's constant tension. So it's for people to be more injury resistant. I know that bands are actually a recommended form of working out for them. So if AD is doing that type of stuff, I don't blame him. Like I said, I didn't shoot a basketball for a while. My form ended up getting better, but that's because I was more mindful of it. And honestly, I feel like I got more athletic. So it was I felt like sometimes when I would shoot, I would hitch, or not even hitch, but I would fucking overcompensate with one side of my body. I'd feel like I would need to lift my right side more since I'm shooting, obviously, my right. And it would make a little bit less of a balance. So it would just be hard. It would be hard for me to decide the power. I guess now that I actually have consistent strength, I've been working on a lot of the imbalances that I have.
Hopefully that's the case.
My shooting got better.
If he does have another rough season,
but
Laker fans are gonna have something to say about that. Let me know what you think in the comments section.
That's what I'm saying. That nigga not doing that dunk again. Y'all can't see what he did, but I think he dunked over Brandon Ingram. He not like that no more, man. He needs some help. He needs some autosexual. Oh, are you legally allowed to marry yourself? Ooh. I don't know. All right. I guess the next thing that I'm going to be. What the hell? The next thing that I'll be talking about is I've been and oh shit, did the NHL playoffs end? I hope the Tampa Bay Lightning won. Oh my goodness. Oh no. Well, wait. Yep, Tampa Bay Lightning win. Congratulations to the Tampa Bay Lightning. Did y'all win? Nah. The Las Vegas niggas won the 2021. Not Raiders. The Las Vegas. It was the expansion team. That's all I remember. NHL champion. Let me see. By year. List of Stanley Cup champions. So, oh damn, these niggas started. Oh, I guess that was the Montreal Hockey Club. So it wasn't even a real league. Yeah, the AFAC championship, and then they also had an MHA championship. Oh, and it was single elimination back then too. So when did it become NHL? Yeah, up to 1914, it was NHA. So yeah, it became NHL around the 1926. Yeah, 1926 and 7 technically is when they started with NHL championships. Dang, I didn't even know the Pittsburgh Penguins won 2 years in a row. Why is that nigga urinating tree always talking like y'all niggas ain't do shit? Oh shit, Tampa Bay Lightning won last year too? Or is it wait, why is there 2 sets? Okay, yeah, winning team is on the left, or losing team is on the right. Okay, so Tampa Bay Lightning, oh wow, they two-peated. Wait. Oh, wait. What? Vegas Golden Knights? Was that 2018 that they made it up there? What did I think that was before? Boston Bruins. You know I'm a Bruins fan. I'm all Boston except New England. I'm a Cowboys fan for that shit because I started off a Cowboys fan. All the other sports teams I was late for, but I chose Boston just because to be a little bit more consistent. I don't know the records in any other joint except the NBA. Like in the NBA, I know they have hella chips, but I don't know if they have hella chips in the other ones. Well, I guess I can just take a peek and see that they didn't. Boston Bruins won in 2011. And it looks like that was the last time, but they were in it in 2019. Wait, don't tell me we got like damn near swept. Yeah, we got damn near swept that year. Oh no, it was 4-3. So we didn't get swept. It was actually very close. It was game 7. But yeah, congratulations to the Tampa Bay Lightning, man. At some point I'll start watching hockey. At some point. But I don't maybe it may and like look, this is just me coming from a place of not understanding. What's an autosexual? And like in the quote for this title is I married myself. So I'm assuming it's like isn't that like a pansexual? Autosexual means that people who are more attracted to themselves than others and may prefer masturbation to sex with a partner. Okay, so in that sense, they're just a conceited. Okay, no, pansexual means that they're willing for not limited in sexual choice. Wait, what's the difference between a pansexual and an omnisexual? Nigga, I stamp at this point. I'm just getting into people made a Reddit post. From what I've seen on similar posts over, literally he already said, I don't mean to offend anyone here or anything. Your identity is 100% valid. I think it's crazy that you have to like that people have to say that like automatically that people are willing to fucking automatically assume I don't know pan attraction regardless of gender, aka gender doesn't play a role at all. Omni attraction to all genders, but with a preference. However, it's really up to people and how they identify. They're so close related. Some people identify as both. Really, we're all just part of this community because we have a common talking point and experience similar things. Everyone is valid, however they choose to identify. I myself personally identify as bi, omni, pan because all three work for me, but tend to just say bi most of the time because it's easier. I don't, and like I said, it's like, because I'm not in this community, so I don't understand. So I'm coming from a place of trying to understand what's the point of having of trying to continuously narrow it down to where you would say attraction to all genders with a preference versus attraction regardless of gender. Like I don't understand why there had to be a difference from bi for either of those. Because bi in and of itself, I mean, I guess bi theoretically would only technically mean you're attracted to the two quote unquote known genders, right? So I guess I can understand if you have one other word for it. I don't understand two. Now the OP says, in that case, I might just be omnia. I'm feeling somewhere in between bi and pan, but I didn't know there was. Wait, what? I don't get that. What do you mean I'm feeling somewhere between bi and pan? I thought bi. Now I need a definition of bi according to this Reddit at least, because like I don't. Like I said, mine, I don't know. That's why I literally even earlier when I was like wondering for the bi, I was like, oh, is it like the would bi just be demisexual? Are you attracted to demi-humans? Demigods? I'm curious. My aceness leaving my body after frumming stronger. I don't know what that meme was supposed to say. There's a post that says, "Am I demisexual?" All right, what is a demisexual? I'm just curious. I didn't know. I knew there was hella names, but I didn't know there was so many. Like I've seen poly. I just didn't know there was an omni and demi. Oh, maybe I feel I'm a demisexual where someone feels sexually attracted only to people with. I guess if it's only, but like, I don't know if it's. So it's like, isn't it? There was a question where isn't it normal to only want sex after getting to know someone? There's a difference between feeling sexually attracted to someone and wanting to have sex with them. Sexual attraction isn't something you can control. Either you have sexual feelings or someone. I don't like, because while that's true, and like all my niggas listening can probably relate. Sometimes you just get bricked up. You feel me? Like it's not like you were looking at something, thinking about something. Nah. Sometimes it just happens. Is it just me? Stop it. I know y'all niggas do it too. Stop it. Stop it. But like, okay, so asexual would be the not attracted to anything. I got that one mixed up with pan, I think. So like, I don't. Two-thirds of demisexuals are uninterested in or repulsed by sex. Wouldn't that make that? Yeah, no, they literally said when asexuality doesn't fit. I don't know. I would feel like okay, I understand in a sense not having like a strong quote unquote sexual attraction to someone, but I feel as though like maybe it's just me, and it's also might be just because we're more hypersexual fucking what is it called? We're a more hypersexual world now. I would feel as though like attraction in general doesn't always have to be sexual attraction. And in the same way that like I randomly could get bricked up, I could randomly like someone who might be even making sexual passes or somewhat, I could just not be feeling that sexual attraction at that point in time. I don't know. I feel as though this is like really okay. Well, they also go into why do they need a label? This label helps demisexuals form a sense of community and stronger sense of self. They learn that there's others like them out there and there's a community to support them. In this community, demisexuals can talk to each other, share the same experiences, share advice on navigating a very sexual world and find emotional support. The community unites around. I guess I can understand that in the sense where and like why you'd need a community for for a lot of things. I don't know. Like I said, because I'm not in the community, it's harder for me to just go in and immediately understand the divisions. Like I understand the need for a community and the need for like people around you and to understand you. People that have the same or similar experiences. I just feel as though sometimes the idea I feel as though too many labels can also is like also while because like they're saying, while it does form a community and gives people a sense of togetherness, I also feel as though it also serves to individualize people a lot more in a way that makes them just all inherently just different, or be like in the sense where like you're because you can even be put in an echo chamber with that type of stuff where so you're not really put in reality, you know. And that can be for any community. That can be for the black community, as people have seen with the Black Lives Matter movement. Them niggas are they bought a second, like a third house actually, I think at this point. Some chick it wasn't Azealia Banks. Y'all see that video of Azealia Banks throwing her fucking mic at the crowd because they were booing her for coming fucking hella late to her own concert? Nigga, I'd be hot. Like, if you don't have a reason, like Freddie Gibbs, that nigga got jumped. If I'm Freddie Gibbs and I get jumped, I don't blame him for canceling the concert. That nigga still went out and performed. But she fucking quit mid set. I'm like, nigga, you should know. But what was that other chick? She was on that one show. I think that she had gotten mad at like some Academy show. I don't remember, it was the Oscars or some shit. I don't know if it was like for the after party or some shit. She wasn't invited, but she was trying to just like get in, and she was saying she was someone's plus one. But she ended up going to the Black Lives Matter movement person's place, and she literally was saying, "Oh, I just want to talk to you." The Black Lives Matter movement person started making an Instagram post saying that she was harassed. I guess she didn't know that they were video recording. That all they did was they have a fucking huge ass gate, so they literally pressed the doorbell, the little intercom doorbell bullshit, just to get it, just to ask if they could have an interview. She said no, and then they left like 5 minutes later. It was not even a long ass video. I would think that if you got like a fucking campus as a house, you would have fucking cameras at the front. Why don't you just fucking post a video of them harassing you? But that's what I'm saying. While the communities can help, you also have to. I feel as though there also has to be a sense where you have to understand that being in an echo chamber is bad, and it doesn't serve. It doesn't always serve to like make things better. So I feel like the constant and rampant labelings can just be overt, especially for things that I feel as though are so similar. And like I be getting in trouble, I guess, for this too, in the sense of like, because words are similar, you have to be picky with your words around certain people to the point where it's fucking ridiculous. So, for example, I remember maybe a year or two ago, I was having this argument with my sister about like majors, because she's a health science major and my other sister is a biology major. And I was telling her, I'm like, look, dog, you do like, because my other sister was struggling and everything. I was like, well, her major is harder than yours, and she automatically got offended. And I'm like, no. If you look at the class schedules, there are majors that obviously have harder classes and are more strenuous to obtain. And like, by no means am I saying my sister's not like that. Sister's not smart. Honestly, it could be argued that she's smarter than me. I feel like I'm the smartest person in the family, but I'm just so lazy that it doesn't like, or lack of dedication, honestly, for most part. But like, it doesn't always factor in together. I don't know, man. It's just so and she was getting so stuck on the specific word that I was using to describe her joint, to the point where after she finally understood that I was not saying that she didn't do any work or she didn't have to try to get there. Because at the end of the day, a major is a major. That's 4 years. That's a commitment. They're still doing similar classes because they're trying to do similar things with their major. But it's like, I feel as though some people just don't understand, like, because when people say something, it's not always to offend. It's not always to cause controversy. Some people just talk, just talking. You feel me? That's an ugly self promo in the like a podcast self promo in the middle of a podcast. Ugh. But yeah, no, I just didn't. Like I said, I just didn't know there was so many. Like I didn't know there was an Omni. Like I'd heard of Pan, I'd heard of A, I'd heard of Poly. Wait, so what's a Poly then? What's a polysexual in comparison to a Omni and a? Wouldn't people who identify as poly often use that word because it suggests a greater variety of sexual orientation than traditional gender binaries and men? Okay, but I thought that would be what Omni was for as well. I thought that's why that they used Omni instead of, because poly is a completely different flag than Omni and Pan. Yeah, no, I don't get it. Someone's gonna have to explain the difference between, because it's not on the subreddit. Like the demisexual subreddit actually had like a whole website and everything that I could click into. The poly subreddit doesn't. Um, so I don't know if I can what to say about that. Yeah, that's I don't get it in the sense that like wouldn't yeah, the definition it literally says in healthline.com the definition overlaps with Omni. Yeah, and it overlaps with Omni, Bi, and Pan. So some people consider poly to be an umbrella term that encompasses okay, but if you have an umbrella term, why do you then need I don't get it. In the sense of like because look, if you want to say that thought, if you want to say like Pan and Omni are different, I can slightly see the difference. Like even with Bi, and I want to say those two, I can slightly see the difference. But I just can't with Poly. Like Poly, it has to be either Omni or Pan. There's no. It's similar. The prefix Omni refers to the fact that Omni Omni people are attracted to people of all genders. Some people prefer the word Pan over Omni, so it's really interchangeable. Yeah, no, and like I said, it's just when you go and you continuously end up dividing, dividing into more and more groups. It just make that just makes people because like I said, there are some like I'd never heard of Demi. I don't think before today. Maybe I don't think so. I'd heard of like people who only got sexually like active with people that they were in a relationship with. Even me, I wouldn't lose my virginity outside of a relationship, at least in that sense. But like, obviously theirs is more severe because like I still get sexual attraction to other things. So I guess there would be a more severe version of me in a sense. But like, mm, I don't know. This is it's ridiculous. It's not ridiculous. It's just weird. I just don't get it. I would need someone to actually sit there and explain it. That's it. I'd actually have to have a conversation. Moving on from there. Dog. So recently, yeah, he wasn't able to join, but I think I can get him in here for the next one, or I might just record a double. You know, let y'all niggas Just in case I fucking fake, I throw this in the middle of the week just so like I have an excuse to fake next time. You feel me? Double today. Let me know. And you back. But yeah. Honestly, I wasn't even getting into the sexuality joint today. I don't think I ever planned to get into that. I just literally saw autosexual on my fucking YouTube joint, like an Abba and Preach video. Because I think the Anthony guy from Smosh, because he does interviews with people. So I remember he did one with Mia Khalifa. I never really watch him actually do interviews. I usually watch people watching his interviews. But and that's what I'm saying. That seems like something I would be more interested in doing, like understanding how people talk or people's thoughts and why they think that way. But recently I've had like, and it was random too, like randomly on my page, there was like this channel called R Space where it's like, I don't know if it's only, yeah, seems to be only like about cheating wives and girlfriends and whatnot, and then like them leaving their girls. And obviously, I want to say you have to be careful with a lot of these Reddit stories and everything because obviously some of them are fake. Obviously some of them they're like, dude, what was it? What was that? What is that shit that Al Sadawi did for Woman at Point Zero? Creative nonfiction. Fucking ridiculous for like, dog. Just say that you embellish some facts. Honestly, even in nonfiction, you would embellish stuff because everything is in quote unquote memory and it's not 100% accurate because these are just at the end of the day it's people retelling stories either from how they saw it or from how the general public saw it, so you can never actually know the full details anyway, so I'm never really like focused on that. So but yeah, what was this thing? A Charlie Black Juneteenth. Oh yeah, Ace. This nigga Ace Vane is like that, but that's beside the point. I also gotta watch this Bloodborne video by Afro Sunju. But I'm just calling out all the niggas I fuck with. Honestly, I actually like knowing how. Even though I'm like a small creator and everything, I think like giving people props no matter what is important. So if I'm listening, watching something, I'll say the name. West Side Guns, Easter Gun Day, freestyles are great too. Or is it a freestyle? I don't even know. But yeah. So I've been watching, or I've been listening to these just because like I'd be bored. Like one of the times, because I'm studying for another AWS certification. I was so when I was like door dashing, I usually like let some of those videos play so I can like just like be able to keep up and know essentially what I'm like just basically having like it's like having like their flashcards continuously repeating on Quizlet. You feel me? I might not be fully paying attention, but for the most part, I'm getting like constantly replaying some videos that I know that I might be struggling with, or I might not know exactly like the pricing strategies for EC2 or the different types of S3 buckets and whatnot. Those are just the examples I could think of and shit like that, or code or developer slash code theory that I had to end up doing. I'm like just now on that section. I finished the S3 section recently, but so I started like doing these, and obviously like I don't believe all of them, but like god damn, because okay, so some of them aren't like I feel as though to some extent there is some responsibility to be taken as a man in these videos in the sense of I do like there are, and I feel like there was some that actually admitted it. Like I remember one of them was saying like it was during COVID, and like I started getting depressed, I started getting fatter, I ended up not giving her the attention that she deserved, and oh no, there was one where this nigga was all like I got sick, and I wasn't able to like go into work anymore. I wasn't able to like to I was even he was saying he wasn't even able to walk, so he wasn't able to give his girlfriend the affection that he felt that she deserved, but then she still went out and cheated on him. So obviously, Like those type of stories I can kind of like not understand the cheating, but like I can understand the issues. All of this, most of these are like just feel like they coming from like lack of communication, honestly, on both sides. Like sometimes these niggas be noticing their partners are getting distant, but instead of like pulling them aside and talk and trying to chat, I don't know. But I guess when someone also dismisses you, how do you like? Because they were saying they would like be dismissive of like questions and shit like that. When someone's dismissing you, I guess you can't. You can only help those people who like actually want help. So I guess in that sense, it's also like eh. But yeah, nah, it was just ridiculous. Like literally before I got on the podcast, man, there was just one specific story, and I watched it. I was watching it while like doing some other stuff, like cleaning my room, doing some laundry and whatnot, and I was fucking baffled by what I heard. Cause this bit, oh my gosh, like, and when I say bit, she a bit, because like, mm. So like, basically how the story went was like, basically, this guy went to a trade school, ended up learning how to code. He worked his way up to from entry level positions to a high level position where he's at now, which you can easily do with where like, and I'd be telling people a lot. People just like call like they just want experience for the tech field for a lot of the part of the tech field. As long as you can prove your experience, because they're always going to need coders and shit. As long as you can prove your experience, you're fine for the most part. You don't need an actual degree. His wife though had a degree and everything, and in like management or some shit. So she was like, oh, would be like mid-level manager or whatnot. In the beginning, I think she earned a little bit slightly more than him, but more or less they were kind of the same. Because he was working entry level and those started like 50, 60K, honestly. But then obviously he moves up, he ends up making a lot more. But during his earlier times, he would complain about the managers. Because the thing with those entry positions is the fact that if you have like they can be harassing you with the sense of like making insane deadlines. Because sometimes people who haven't code don't realize how hard it can be sometimes, or what the types of hiccups that can come, especially if if someone doesn't give you correct requirements or they're promising the customer extra things that shouldn't be a part of it. So they're just increasing somebody's workload over capacity of what they're even paying them. But so he'd be complaining about the managers to her, and she would always, I guess, take offense, saying that, oh, it's because of this and everything. So he just stopped complaining about the managers. Fast forward, now he has a new job. COVID happens. They're both staying at home. She got mad because he was closing the door for his meetings. She would leave her door open for meetings, but she would be constantly having meetings. So I don't know. I'm a closed door type of guy anyways, so I understand him, especially like because he said it's just to make him focus. And like for his type of work, like you need to be locked in sometimes, bro. Like I don't know what else to even say. Like you just have to be locked in. So after that, he's like, he she jumps on the chance to go back into work through social distance. He doesn't really go back, so he's still working at home. She ends up giving him her iPad to wipe so she can give it to a family member, and he does it anyways. Even I be doing that, be fixing phones and whatnot for people and they'd be like, yeah, can you just do this for me, blah blah blah. So I understand that. He's about to wipe it, and then he checks her messaging app, finds out that she's cheating on him with her boss. Immediately, he does the right thing, calls a lawyer, gets the paperwork in, puts everything on his cloud, or puts the files on the cloud, wipes the iPad, whatever. She comes back late one night, and it was like basically getting done with the lawyer stuff. And mind you, like he's doing this like multiple updates afterwards. When he finds out after he finds out about her cheating. What was I about to say? So first oh my gosh. So he sees her come back late. They end up getting in an argument, and then she's all like, and then he exposes her for cheating, and what she fucking says has me fucking baffled. Because like I said, for a lot of these, I'd be like, oh yeah, it's because she fucking.
Hey, time.
Yeah, I'm trying to find the video because that's a quote. That is a insane fucking quote. Most played right there. Okay, so oh my gosh, bro. If I can find, I think it was like right before this piece of text. Give me a second, guys. Give me a second. I'm working as fast as I can. Oh my gosh. Honest, I feel for this nigga. So the lawyer kept telling him to be patient. Then last night, I don't know what happened to me. Ice turned into fire. She came home late, of course. I don't even remember what she said to me, but I went off. I said I hoped it was worth fucking her boss. She turned mean, nasty, vindictive. She said I wasn't there for her emotionally. I was just lounging all day at home, even if I was earning the lion's share at home, share of the money at home. I wasn't intellectually stimulating. Parentheses, even though I work a highly technical job. Okay, that is where I'd be like, intellect. Just because you're an intellect doesn't mean you're quote unquote intellectually stimulating. Like niggas, you could be intellectually stimulating doesn't like means that you make people think. You're not like boring. You can be they're smart boring niggas. Like in fact, people would argue that a lot of smart niggas are boring. I wouldn't say that, but it depends. And then he said, I told her I had a lawyer and she laughed. He put it in all caps. She said my bluff was pathetic. There was no way I was leaving her. That even if I divorced her, she would get half my paycheck. That's an insane bar, but I promise you, a lot of people be believing that, and it's so insane. Luckily, he lived at an at-fault state, so he could easily fight. He could fight that, but it's not even. I wouldn't even say easily. There's no way I was leaving her. She would get half my paycheck if I stayed with her. Oh, and then she said, "This is shit that got me." Oof! I had to pause the video after I heard this shit. She was all like, if I stayed with her, at least I would get to occasionally have sex. So I shouldn't mess this up. Nigga, I'm telling you, bro. Like, we gotta get real quiet. If a bitch says that to me, I gotta walk out. Because no matter what, I would lose the battle for at fault right then and there. I wouldn't, and like not saying I would hit her or nothing, like nah. But like, nigga, the stuff that I could possibly say, I know, because like this is what I'm saying. Like that shit's insane. Like dog? You don't say that to people, bro. And then the OP says that's not a marriage. She laughed again, saying, "Honey, this is the 21st century. A woman can have her cake and eat it too." She laughed again and went to bed. Dog, the fact that she even gave him the iPad to wipe like that too. The boldness that she has is insane. Like if I had that confidence, bro. If I had that confidence, I might run the world. Cause that's like an evil level of confidence. Jesus Christ. And she even went to bed after that saying all that shit too. OP says, I emailed my boss and said I needed a week off to handle the family issue. He of course granted it. I slept on the couch in my office. His office is just another bedroom. This morning, because he turned into an office during COVID, I think. Or actually, no, I think he actually made one of the bedrooms an office originally. He turned a different bedroom into an office for her. She left this morning. She left as I was getting dressed and only said, "Don't wait up." Dog, like, that's what I'm saying, bro, nigga. Oh my gosh! I went to a lawyer's office, and he said he had. Like I said, although I don't believe all of these, and this one could even be fake. I don't believe all of these. However, there are some that I did. Like there was one with a Puerto Rican chick or whatever, and like the way he was describing it, especially how he was, and there was like multiple updates. I think he had like 5 in total. The way he was describing that one, like where he didn't even want to believe, where he was completely like didn't notice her like change and everything in the beginning, and like how he had to be told by someone that he was pretty sure that his wife was cheating on him, and then after that he started noticing the signs. I was like, yeah, no, I can. That one's like very believable because it really does like go into like when you don't want to believe something, you just don't have it in your head. And I do think that like it's important to like have the ability to notice those things because these are very sad situations to be in. Whether you're the male or the female, getting cheated on is a very sad situation to be put in. That's not marriage. The, a woman can have her cake and eat it too. Don't wait up. I went to my lawyer's office. He said he had the papers ready. He had a process server with him and asked how I wanted the papers served. I told him. My lawyer, bless him, laughed and said, "You better not. I've had so many people want to do a cutesy or revenge serving. I always talk them out of it. Judges don't have a sense of humor." He told me how this could cost me alimony or assets. I didn't care. Her words burned me. That's what I'm saying. Like I would be like this nigga. Like when y'all hear what he says, oof, I'll be like this nigga because I would be. Oof, anybody talk to me like that. Oof, 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 oof. Her words burned me. That shit burned me. I wanted to burn her back. The lawyer did his best to keep telling me not to, but he relented when he saw how serious I was
That's
about
not
this.
marriage. She laughed again.
Oh my gosh. Let me get to the next part. The process server heard my idea. He laughed as well and said, "You're my hero." I had a special order something with a rush cost, sent the process server to pick it up and deliver that with the papers to my wife's work. And this is what I'm saying. This nigga don't go. Low key, he my hero too. Process server told me what happened when he was done. He said he had to. He said he showed up at her office with the large box and papers. He found my wife talking and laughing with a group of coworkers and friends and asked her name. She confirmed it and asked what it was about. He put the box on a nearby desk and opened it. It was a cake. One that you could get a custom image printed on it in frosting. I didn't even know that was a thing until this morning. The image was an image of my wife and her boss in an embrace. Clothed, of course, but obvious what they were doing. Probably kissing or touching. With the words, "Here's your cake, eat it," piped with icing above the image. Oh my. No, you gotta clap it up sometimes, bro. And look, the reason why I can sit here and be like, some of these are true is because, as you can see, there are women such as Amber Heard that legitimately talk like this. There are women, just like the people who are defending Amber Heard, who literally, and like I said, I don't think I've ever said it on here, but I was talking to somebody else about it. Like, I've only seen like talking heads, like media, like little small media, like stories or little small like news articles or whatever, or these little fucking Twitter bitches saying, "Oh yeah, this just sets women back," and people don't. No, nigga, Johnny Depp was the victim. There's no setting one. There's no. It was just domestic abuse. Period. Jesus Christ. But but yeah, nah. That nigga had the words, "Here's your cake, eat it," piped in icing above the image. The process server put the papers next to the cake on the table and said, "You've been served." Ooh. And y'all won't lie. If I was still in my fat stage, I would have been like, "So we having a slice of the cake or what?" I would have wanted to go into, but I know I can't. I know I would have ruined it if I was him. If I was him, I would have wanted to go and see that shit. Oh my gosh, I wish that nigga recorded it. He said what happened next was a loud screech from her. At least 8 people in the office saw the cake. My wife freaked. swatted the large cake box off the table while it fell on the carpet, with the image still visible. Several of her co-workers started berating her, and then she started crying and screaming. The process server took a hasty retreat. My phone blew up, and I just kept sending her to voicemail. I don't bother reading her text. She hasn't come home, but her mother texted me saying she's going to stay over there for now. The euphoric rush of the cake felt great, but as the hours passed, I'm considering my lawyer's words. Did I fuck this up? So now it's another update. I am the first, just the beginning of the story where she saw the iPad was the first story, original post. Then the update was the server joint that I just watched, and now there's another update. I'm overwhelmed with all the support I've gotten in the past week. I'm still off from work. My boss decided to give me 2 weeks instead of the one I requested. Good man he is. I already split our savings in half, put my half in an account in my name, and change auto pay for the mortgage, credit freezes, etc. Everything my lawyer advised me to do with the household funds. First off, we have no kids. Second, I'm seeing a therapist to help me. I found one that is well versed in helping with infidelity. Seen him twice, and I'm feeling a lot more balanced out. Still some weird low points, but nowhere near the same amount of swing between the two. I mean, honestly, I don't even. Obviously, I don't even think that what he did was so overtly that he needs like a therapist. I do think that like people just tend to push people to the edge sometimes. And especially with the way his wife was talking, she was talking that heat. So I'd assume that she could stand it. But I can understand that as well because though the feelings, you need someone to talk to sometimes. So I can understand needing a therapist, but of course it's just me talking. Seen him twice, feeling a lot balanced out. Still some weird low points, but nowhere near the same amount of swing between the two. So basically, he's talked it out enough to where he's not like swinging between angry and sad anymore, which is definitely some weird balances and affects your health as well as your mental health is ends up affecting your overall health with hormone imbalances and everything too with that. So after the cake stunt, I'm definitely taking my lawyer's advice on anything from this point forward. He said you can be happy or you can be right. In regards to taking advice, and I get that now. He told me that if my wife wants to return home, I'm not legally allowed to kick her out, but I should record all interactions with her. She's not staying at home again, still at her mom's, but she did want to come by Saturday to talk. Um, My lawyer told me I could, but said that he'd prefer if she wants to talk to have it done at his office with her own lawyer present as well as himself. I presented this to her in email, of course. She responded that she didn't have a lawyer. My lawyer said barring showing up at his office, having witnesses, and barring showing up at his office, have witnesses and record the meeting. I let my wife know this is my condition to talking with her. She eventually accepted, or she actually accepted. So I had two mutual friends come in, all three of us with our phones on the table, ready to record. She came in and tried to give me an awkward hug, but I held my hand up and the phone started to record as the four of us sat down at the kitchen table. She was actually apologetic. She said that she felt like she was watching a movie versus being in charge of her life, but it was felt thrilling with a rush. She asked if I wanted to know why. I said I didn't really care at this point. That's the evil shit, bro. Nigga, bro, you can't say all that evil shit and then be like, "Do you want to know why?" Nigga, you said like you gotta stick to what you saying sometimes, bro. That shit crazy. She felt that she owed that much to me and told me. She said that when she started going back to the office when it reopened, she had gotten really close to three female coworkers, each a few years older than her, and two of them divorced. She said they wormed their way into her head, told her about how she's owed more than she's getting, asked her constantly about her home life. The ringleader apparently was psychoanalyzing her, or psychoanalyzing the original poster from his wife's stories. My and I'm talking in first person because he was. My wife told them about my issue with managers back in my early career, and the ringleader took this to mean I'm threatened by educated people because like he said, he went to a trade school, not a 4-year degree. His wife actually did want him to go back to get a 4-year degree, but he literally explained to her how useless that is for him to get a 4-year degree, literally a piece of paper, because he already knows what he knows, and he has projects he has done and actual references with his name. In the tech field, that's really all you need. Continuing on, threatened by educated people, the ringleader told her that I was a submissive male and she needed a take charge man in her life. That if I found out, I might have shouted and threatened, but get in line. Nice niggas are fucking called. Oh my gosh. Ugh. My wife still has her job for now, but only just. The people that saw the cake was my wife, the 3 witches, her affair partner / boss, and according to her, 2 other coworkers that were lateral to her. What's the next one? The boss immediately ended the affair, told her to only communicate with him in email, that if she ever tried to show up in his office alone, she would call a coworker immediately. The 3 witches turned on her immediately and publicly berated her for doing such an awful thing. The other co-workers, according to her, didn't want to get involved with her soap opera, so no reports to HR. She said her 3 quote-unquote friends are doing a 180 on her immediately, sort of shook her out of her fog. She seemed really ashamed and said that she had to ask for $5,000. I was confused because there was money left in her account. I made it a point that she had it. She was living with her mom. She didn't have any major expenses. It turns out the ringleader and the other 2 witches wanted to be paid for their silence, so they're blackmailing her and gave her a deadline, lest HR will know all the sordid details. She was pleading for help. I told her that there is no going back to normal after this. Everything will change. And if she bends now, it will be more money later. Best for her to report herself, her boss, and her co-workers. It would be better than having sleepless nights waiting for the knife to fall. She seemed to hem and haw on that, but she did finally ask the big question. What about us? Where does that leave us? I told her there was no us. That's done. She best get herself that lawyer and go over the divorce. The best I can do is tell her how to handle her work situation, and she most likely needs to find another career after this. I also said she might need to go to therapy herself, because someone who could go to laughing in my face to pleading for help a week later needs help sorting themselves out. She pointed out the cake, and all I said to that was, yeah, I'm seeing someone for that. Like I said, cake, when you laugh at someone's face like that, and oh my gosh, especially since her friends told her, and this was like the fact that she could even point out the cake shit. If I was that nigga, I would have been like, well, I am seeing someone for that. Like you said, you can have your cake and eat it too. So I was giving you your wish. I was fulfilling your wish. My fault. I thought you meant it literal. It's the 21st century. I'm taking you by your word. I don't know if that would be good on recording though. I would sound vindictive as hell, even if I did say I'm seeing someone for that. She left soon after that. No word on whether she'll follow my advice or pay her co-workers blackmail. Why is it always the co-workers is what the OP ends his statement on. Oh my gosh, bro. I'm just saying, I couldn't handle that. I could not handle that at all. However, we're over time by like 18 minutes, man. So I'm gonna catch y'all. Thanks for tuning into the podcast. And I might catch you in the next one. It depends. Hey, I'm streaming on Twitch and YouTube every now and then. The YouTube streams are more or less going to be more of podcasty type ones, but more interactive. So if you guys want to come for those, Twitch ones would just be like general gameplays and whatnot. So definitely step in. But until then, man, I'm gonna catch you.